get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Got it in the middle, it's Benson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well,
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Breaking the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside, like...
Makes the catch and gets the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Oregon has has it back, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Stewart. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Moore will throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. From the gun. Give on the inside. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Under fire. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Off the play fake. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking for space. It's Whittington. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Rushes on him. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll keep it himself. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Moore to the air. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oregon! The extra point here would tie the game. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Completes it in the middle. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. first and 10 from the 46-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he got loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the big fella. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quickly complete. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Ducks! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw again. He lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Firing to the right, complete. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at second and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes! The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Finds his big tight end. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bryant. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Out of the gun, the inside give. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Moore to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Brings it in down the left side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Benson. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without... Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Snagged out of the air, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure I understand if I don't get the first down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This offense, they got to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, and start running some plays.
And here comes the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Moore will throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. A first down run on the doorstep. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Moore to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the